So, why am I here? That is actually the big question of why I decided to make this video. I decided to make a video because I'm kind of at a point with my YouTube channel where I'm wondering, what exactly do you want from me? Like I'm trying to figure that out. You know, I'm trying to figure out what is my value in making this channel. You know, what can I contribute to you? Because I feel like I almost owe you an apology, because the last couple of videos that I shot were kind of boring, you know what I mean? And truthfully, I wasn't really that inspired to make them because, you know, I was talking about autofocus and stuff like, I don't even care about that, you know? I mean, and there were some videos that I made about technical stuff that they were very interesting to me. And I was going through a process of trying to figure out, you know, what I was going to do in making this film, you know, how I was going to use the camera. I was actually trying to figure out which camera to buy. And so I was sharing that process with you. And I think that that's of some value. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, I'm not, you know, a technical camera person. I mean, I've only been working with cameras for 3 years, you know? I mean, I'm a theater artist. I'm a performing artist. I mean, that's how I live my life. And I'm an actor, I'm a writer, but I'm not a wedding photographer or an event photographer or a cinematographer. I mean, I guess I kind of am a cinematographer. I mean, I made a feature-length film on my phone, and that's pretty cool. And I could certainly share that process with you, but you know, honestly, I bought a camera for the first time a couple of years ago, a Sony a6400. It was an incredible journey for me in learning how to use it. And frankly, I learned how to use a camera on my phone because my phone happened to have all the manual settings, so I learned about ISO and white balance and exposure and all that stuff with my phone. And then I got a camera and I felt like, wow, I have no idea what I'm doing again. So I had to relearn on a camera, interchangeable lenses, aperture, focal length, stuff like that. And then the whole lens journey became like a really kind of spiritual journey for me. And I enjoy sharing that stuff. But, you know, I'm really more about my work, which is, you know, which is my plays and my films and, you know, the stuff that I write. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, the people who come to this channel, like, obviously, there's a lot of people who come back to this channel. I mean, it's not a big channel. It's kind of a small channel, actually. But there are enough people who continue to come back and comment and who are incredibly generous towards me. So there's something about what I'm doing here that is resonating with people. But I'm wondering, is it sustainable? Like right now I'm working on a movie. My head is all in that movie. My whole spirit is all in that movie. And I want to share that process with you on this channel. And so I guess I came here to say, like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you find interesting about me? You know, what resonates with you? Because that's what I want to do at this channel. I want to give you what you want. You know, I want to do, like, I want to do what I feel like doing, of course, like anybody would say. But, you know, I used to use my YouTube channel just as like an extra website. You know, I would post, you know, stuff from my shows. It was like almost like a promotion kind of thing. I mean, not kind of, that's what it was. You know, that's what it was for. You know, I would say to people, if you want to see this, go to my YouTube channel, or, you know, but now I'm trying to contribute something. I feel like it's kind of changed a little bit. Like I did stories in 4K for a while, which were these stories from my life where I engage with people on the street. And I have some amazing stories that I've experienced, and I enjoy sharing them, you know. Even the technical stuff that I do, I try to create like a cinematic kind of feel to it. You know, I don't feel like I do it like anybody else because, frankly, I'm not qualified to do it like people like, you know, Gerald Undone or Potato Jet or, you know, people like that. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm not that person. And I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. You know, one thing I can promise you, I'm always going to be genuine, you know? So I'm just kind of wondering, like, to the people who come to my channel, do you even watch my films, or are you interested in seeing me in a play? Like, does that even matter, or do you just come here because it's YouTube? Like, if I came to your city, would you come see a play that's 2.5 hours long? Or are you just into this short form kind of stuff? And you know, my YouTube videos are pretty long, actually. So I don't know how to tell a short story, obviously. But you know what, I'm into character development and conflict and resolution and exposition, and I'm into long form type of stuff, you know. And I think everybody kind of is. Like, you know, you watch movies, you know, you go to the movies, or you watch on Netflix or HBO or whatever. You know, you spend 2 hours watching a film. You have your favorite movie. That's not TikTok, that's not Instagram, that's not Reels, that's not a YouTube short. That's a full-length story. That's what I do. That's what I'm more interested in doing. So, yeah, I'm not a technical person, but this has somehow become like a filmmaking channel, which is astounding to me. So, you know, yeah, I'm curious. Has anybody watched Brooklyn Quartet? You know, there are links, you know, in the description of every video that I make. And Brooklyn Quartet is a play that I wrote that is, in my opinion, the most important work that I've ever done in my life, in my whole career. It's important, meaningful work to me. It's you know, perhaps the most important part of my legacy, you know, that makes my life one that I feel is well lived, you know, to coin a cliche. But I'm just wondering, has anybody gone to those links? You know, it's like, I turned it into a mini-series. And so it's kind of a marriage between live theater and film. And I scored it like a movie, so it's pretty cool. I'm really proud of it. But I'm just wondering, do people come here to see my work, or do they come here to this new thing that I've created that is just my YouTube channel? Have you watched The Center of Distance? You know, if you gone to Vimeo On Demand and found it, you know, and by the way, if you do go to Vimeo On Demand, be sure to stay in your browser, because if you wind up in the Vimeo app, you're only going to see the trailer. So make sure you're in your browser if you want to see the movie, but I digress. I mean, are you even interested in that? That's what I'm curious about. Now, let me just get this straight. This channel, just like when I work in the theater or when I make a film, is a complete honor and privilege for me that people even come here. Like, every time I'm in a theater and I look out into an audience and I see a full house of people, or even if I'm on the street rehearsing, because I develop a lot of my work out in the streets. You know, if I'm in a small theater or a big theater, if I'm in an art gallery or an abandoned storefront or whatever, I am absolutely feeling blessed, you know, to use that word that I hate to use because I'm not religious at all, but I am a very spiritual person, and I understand that people are being incredibly generous in not only spending their money, but taking their time to come to a theater to watch me on stage, one person, because I'm a solo theater artist. They're coming to see one person perform and share his story with them. I don't take that for granted. Same thing, the fact that people go to Vimeo On Demand and stream my movie. I mean, pretty soon they'll be able to stream it on more streaming services once I get these subtitles done. I digress again. But yeah, it's an incredible privilege for me. I mean, I am really humbled by that. And it's the same thing here. Anybody who comes to this channel, people who stop and make comments, that humbles me. You know, that makes me feel really good and amazed, you know. And I know that that if you do come here, or if you do come to the theater, or if you do watch my movie, you're getting every drop of me. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I felt kind of bad. The last couple of videos that I made were kind of lazy, you know what I mean? And so I felt like, well, I'm doing this like every 3 or 4 days. I should just, you know, turn out these videos. And it's like, I don't want to do that. And that's why I'm here asking you, you know, what do you like about what I do? Like, what resonates with you? What do you want from me? That's what I'm really curious about. And so I just want to say thank you for being here. It makes me feel incredible. I really appreciate it. And I want to provide some value here if I'm going to continue. And I am going to continue. I'm going to use this channel for my own purposes too, you know? Like, I made a video a couple of days ago that I didn't put out, and it was about the Panasonic App, right? I'm working with the Panasonic S5. And so it was a video about how if you own the Panasonic S5, the original, the OG, and you feel badly because now the Panasonic S5 Mark II came out and it's got all this, phase detect autofocus and internal 6K and all this kind of stuff. You shouldn't feel badly about it because this app that I'm actually using right now allows you to do so many amazing things. You can get critical focus, manual focus, autofocus if you're using a lens that is an autofocus lens. You can change your ISO, your white balance. You can control pretty much everything. You could turn the camera on, you could put it in record, you can turn it off. But I didn't post the video because basically I just told you everything that was really in that video. Now, I dramatized it. Well, check it out. This is what I did. Forget it, man. Don't even talk to me about it. Get the app. It's free. Take 20 minutes of your time. You know how to use Instagram, right? You know how to use Twitter, right? You know how to use Facebook. Learn how to use the Lumix app so that you can use your camera and use it to its full. You're not even using 30% of that camera. So what the hell is wrong with you? Get the app. Trust me. Lumix app. Try it. I'm telling you, it set me free. And so you see, I just, I made it my own kind of thing. I mean, I'm a performer, right? So I created like a performance, and people who've come here know that I've been doing that with a lot of stuff. I'll create like kind of a dramatization of something that is like a great metaphor for what I'm trying to put across about maybe some technical aspect of the camera or whatever else that I want to talk about, a lens or a gimbal or whatever. And so, but I didn't put that out because I was like, am I doing this for me or for you? I'm already working on my art. I'm making a movie right now. I write plays. I do a lot of stuff. And so now that people are actually coming to this channel, I don't want it to be all about me. I want to contribute. So is it cool that I just share my process, or, what would you find interesting from me? That's what I'm curious about. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to provide everything that people might want, because like I said, this is not my primary thing. Like, I don't earn a living on YouTube, and I can't even fathom how people do that. Like I can't even imagine getting even 1,000 subscribers, let alone these people who have 1.6 million or whatever. Like, that is unbelievable to me. But I'm just talking about where I'm at right now. With what this channel is. I want it to be something of value, and I want it to be it's valuable for me, because I get to practice, I get to work through my own process, I get to test things out, before I go out and actually shoot in my actual film. I get to work it out with the camera first, and then I'm like, why not share that, why not? But yeah, now this is getting long and drawn out, so I'm just going to say thank you. I appreciate you so much for being here, and if you want, let me know what you think, like, leave a comment or send me an email from my website or whatever you want to do. But I really appreciate people coming here. It makes me feel good. And yeah, it doesn't get past me that nobody has to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there are, so many people on YouTube. The fact that anybody comes here and stops and watches and listens and comments is amazing to me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'm pretty grateful. So let me know what I can do for you and what you expect from this channel. And real quick before I go, I almost thought of starting a second channel because, I'm way into like my nutrition and my, taking care of my body, and it's a very spiritual kind of journey for me as well, not beyond my art. It's all a part of my art, But I don't know if that's appropriate for this channel, talking about my training and my nutrition and my supplementation and my spiritual practice and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if people are interested in that here, and I don't know if maybe I should just start a second channel, you know, or if I should share that at all, you know, but I know a lot of people ask me questions about that all the time. So I do think that that could be a pretty good contribution. And for me, taking care of yourself, you know, your mind, body, spirit, that crosses over to no matter what you're doing, you know, no matter how you're living. If you don't take care of yourself, you ain't going to be able to do anything. So let me know. I just keep going. I could go all night, so I'm going to stop right now. Thank you. And if you feel so inclined, let me know what would make you happy when you come here and, you know, make you go, you know what? I want to go check out what that dude Rokkor is doing right now. You know, let me check out his new video. Let me know. And I'm not trying to be manipulative by like getting you to subscribe or hit the like button or anything like that. You know, my whole thing is, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you're going to do that. I don't have to ask you to do that. If you like something, you're going to hit the like button. People know what YouTube is like. You're going to do that. I'm not asking you to do that. And again, you know, if I ever had, you know, enough subscribers where suddenly I was like making money from this, I would be amazed. So trust me, I ain't thinking about that. I'm thinking about, what can I provide for you? What kind of offering can I give you that you would appreciate and get something out of? Because I get a lot out of people coming here, and obviously, and this is the truth, the more people that come here, the more chance I'm going to get more people to watch my films and come to my plays. So it's great for me. So let's have an exchange. You know, I'm asking you, what do you want? And I will try my best to give it to you. And my favorite YouTuber is probably this guy, Patrick Tommaso. He's a filmmaker, and he does things in a very cinematic kind of way, and I appreciate his artist's heart. You know, that's what he feels like to me. And he always ends his videos by saying, I'll see you next time when I feel like doing a video. And so I guess I'm kind of the same way. You know, I want to do it when I feel like it, but I want it to be, you know, purposeful, you know, mean something. So I thank you for listening, and let me know.